extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, guys, we know how much of a trailblazer LeBron James has been. He's taken charge of his own free agency to ensure that he is almost always on a contender. He has made it clear he has no interest in being around mediocrity. Kevin?
You're right, D.A. He wants rings and nothing less. Kobe, you love to take over a game. You're scoring everything you did. Who are the players you faced there who held their own against you defensively, that were always something maybe that you really enjoyed playing because you knew they were so good defensively?
Tony Allen is my all-time favorite to go against. I loved going up against Tony
monster,
Allen.
huh?
He was
monster.
Well, he didn't ask for any help ever. It wasn't like, I'm going to send Kobe down here and come for the trap. He wasn't asking for help. He's like, no, me and you. No matter how many times I hit him, no matter how many times I scored him, he was still there every single time. And I loved competing against him. Raja Bell as well. I loved competing against Raja.
Yeah, there were some battles with you and him when he played with Phoenix.
Yeah, because there was no back down on him, right?
None.
Eric Snow, Bruce Bowen, I liked a lot. He played the game differently. He tried to frustrate you, know what I'm saying? So I was fortunate enough to go up against some really top defenders. Kawhi, I didn't get a chance to see much because it was later in my career.
That would have been a good matchup.
I would have loved it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at Los Angeles. JaMychal Green is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Harold. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the 2.
And so it begins, taking control right up front.
Well, I like the effort. It always feels good to get on the board first.
Now here's Kuzma. He's coming off a 16-point game against Sacramento.
And a gigantic game for him at the free throw line. He was an instigator, drawing a ton of contact and really just hunting for the whistle.
Caldwell Pope against George. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
He gets the shot he was looking for, and he just can't bury it.
Leonard against Kuzma. Leonard finds Green. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Green's got his first points in this one. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Davis, drilled from 11 feet out.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
Here's Green. Kuzma pulls it in.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possesses.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Here's Leonard. Following the basket by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Leonard kicks to Beverley. 6 to shoot. From the arc. The rebound by Cook. Lakers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Kobe, in other sports, I mean, people always admired the mind of Peyton Manning playing in the NFL. Tom Brady, the way he thinks the game through. I compare you to that. Did you have that same kind of fascination in other sports with the great players that were similar to you in basketball?
Yeah, we used to get together. I remember the first time I met Peyton was at an Orlando Magic game, 99. He came in the locker room and we were just getting started. I was just asking questions about his process and stuff. And he started going to like mock cover 2 and and I was like, and he went on for like a good 5 minutes. When he was done, I said, Peyton, I don't understand anything you just said, right? But he spoke at a level of detail that was beyond fascinating.
You were impressed by that?
Yes, which then leads to more questions. Like Tom and I talk often about that stuff too, and how much we love the game, how much we love the process and the attention to every little detail. It's fun to be around, no matter the industry.
Whoa, D caught a break on that play. I'm sure that is not the plan, leaving him so wide open.
Passes it to Caldwell-Pope. To the paint. He's looking for James and finds him. Off target with the jump hook. Clippers trail by 4. Outside Leonard. Beverley the pass to George. Will it go? Back to Beverley. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it. Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And with the Tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
Man, they straight up been getting smoked over this stretch. They really need to refocus here.
And Kobe, one aspect that always stood out about your career and dedication was your work ethic. What motivated you to continue to work hard, even into your last year in the NBA, when your body sometimes would say, no more work, right? No more work.
Yeah, I love the process. I love the process more than the actual game, because it's a puzzle. You have to figure out how things are going to work. Okay, my ankles won't loosen up. How do I get them to loosen up? Right? Contrast therapy, stretch, modalities, strength training. Right? So it's a constant
That would
puzzle.
take hours and hours and hours.
Yeah. Very tedious things. But it's like a quest. You're trying to figure out what's going to work. Right? It's the little challenges along the way that always kept me interested.
Oh, come on. You can't allow James to get positioned down low. Once he does, he's looking to dunk it.
Outside, George. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Not quite airtight defense right there, but his release was a little bit off on the jump.
Davis with the bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Leonard. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Sacramento. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
They need this one. Rebounded by the Lakers.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on George. Lakers shooting their first free throw tonight.
One shot, gentlemen.
That free throw good from Caldwell Pope.
And Caldwell Pope is a guy you cannot leave open at any time. Just a very good shooter from any spot on the floor.
Kobe, are so decorated in every way individually and as a teammate with the 5 championships. Of all the things, the All-Star games, the All-Defense, all the individual things you've accomplished, what is the one thing you might cherish? And you may have alluded to it with the championships, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, but at the end of the day, is that the one thing above everything else that you covet?
No, the fact that I can look in the mirror and honestly say I gave everything to the game.
And that was obvious.
That's the thing, right? You don't want to feel like you've left anything on the table. There's no stone left unturned. I gave everything to the game that I possibly could. That, to me, is the biggest accomplishment.
What a feat.
Yeah.
And the soft-spoken Leonard is now an elite talent in this league, an athletic forward who leads by example.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. First one falls for him. And the Lakers with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Green comes in for Caldwell Pope. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Cook. The Clippers also making some changes. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Green, and it's Williams in for Patrick Beverley. Both shots good from the stripe.
And as great of a free throw shooter as he is, it's still a part of his game. He works very hard at it.
Green kicks to LeBron. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And how about the points they put up? I mean, they were aggressive. In fact, at times overwhelming.
Well, think about this. They were extremely versatile in their approach, taking what the defense allowed.
Here is McGee, following the score by Lou Williams. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And let's bring up a list of some of the NBA's hottest players. Among shooting guards, these are the leading scorers over the course of the last month. The fourth spot held by Paul George.
And night after night, we see this group punish opposing defenses. I mean, if you pick one way to deal with them, they'll beat you another way.
As a two-guard, that's what puts up the points these guys do. I mean, you have to have a versatile game to be able to keep the defenders off balance.
Here's Leonard, following the score by Lou Williams. Leonard kicks to Williams. Shoots over McGee. Williams, that's good. And now just a 5-point Laker lead. Kobe, a lot of teams now playing a more spread-out offensive style. You played with a spread four and Robert Horry, Lamar Odom. You also played with more of a twin tower feel on your roster. Which way would you lean when you think about those different styles?
It doesn't matter to me.
You like them all?
Yeah, it just depends on the personality you have.
Right.
And with the personality you have, you make the most out of it.
That puzzle you keep talking about.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Every puzzle's built differently.
Right.
Right? And you just try to do what you can with what you have. So it doesn't matter.
And you like that figuring out process.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Even though you're the same, you've got to kind of adapt now what's on your roster.
Yeah, you have to be able to adapt to the players that you have around you, you know, and understanding what they need. It's not what you need. It's what they need. And as long as the leader of the team can make that shift, they'll be fine with whatever they have on their roster.
Great description.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Team ball. Great execution on offense. Everyone working together. You wish you could have that on every play.
Now here's Rondo. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, you got to respect the awareness level of Rondo. When his teammates have a clean look at the basket, the ball gets there without hesitation.
And that was an Unleashed Chaos moment. Indeed, what a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
Well, the defense had nothing to do with that turnover. They're just fortunate. That's just plain sloppy pass.
And here is Los Angeles now. They lead by 4. Stevenson dishes to Rondo. To the right side. Green deciding where to go with it. 6 on the shot clock. Stevenson inside the three-point line. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Leonard. And it's Williams with the ball for Los Angeles. Stevenson against Leonard. Dishes to Williams. Over Rondo. The shot by Williams, no good. Los Angeles leading by 4. And the Black Mamba nickname, one of the things that I think fans really embrace. They know you for that. How did that all come about?
Well, honestly, watching Kill Bill.
Oh, no kidding.
No kidding. It came straight from Tarantino. When I saw him, I thanked him for it.
Oh, I like that story.
Yep, came straight from there. I looked at it and said, wow, that's an interesting ad. Look it up.
It makes sense.
Makes complete sense.
Right, yeah. And you like that? You like that nickname?
I did. It became my alter ego.
Yeah.
Right? So when I'm at home, I'm like a big teddy bear, man. I'm like a human jungle gym with my
Gentlemen,
kids.
two
But
shot.
when